So the New Orleans Pelicans find themselves in a very sticky situation next year. And honestly, this might be the most important season in franchise history. Yeah, I said history. So we're going to break that down right now in the Pelicans Scoop. Cue my music.
This is the Pelicans Scoop with Jordan Kitchens, breaking down everything under the sun about your New Orleans Pelicans. Smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to stay on top of your Pels content. Now, running point, here's Jordan.
What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of the Pelicans Scoop. I am your host with the most, Jordan Kitchens, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here on this beautiful Friday, so enjoy y'all Fridays, man. So I got to give you guys the best content possible on a Friday. You know, we talking Pelicans. Unfortunately, before we even get to the video today, I do want to say I appreciate everybody. The love and support has been out of this world lately on the channel. You know, even though we probably always don't see eye to eye on certain things, you guys still, you know, give me your feedback and still show love to the videos. And I really do appreciate it because I've been trying to, you know, grow this channel. I can say from the bottom up but still from where I started from to where we are now. So I just want to get that. I appreciate you guys, especially in a season of misery and despair. You know, we're dealing with this agony and we're all just kind of trauma bonding. I hate to say it, but we all just kind of like, we all just conjugate to have a little bit of trauma bond. So appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. But let's get this show started. Right. So reason about this video, just give it a little bit of background. Zion Williamson is going to be entering year 7 next year. Year 7, and it's like you blinked and we're in year 7. Yes, he was drafted in 2019. We're going on the 2025 and 2026 season. And the reason why I say this is probably going to be the most important in franchise history because you're in a particular situation where Zion has never sniffed the playoffs yet. Pelicans have made the playoffs twice in his tenure, but he was never there. He wasn't there for the Phoenix one. He was hurt. And then the last time we got swept by the Thunder, he pulled his hamstring against the Lakers in a play-in game, dropping 40 points, going head-to-head with Bron and AD, and that was the last time we seen him. At a certain point in time, it's go time, especially for him because you have, as an athlete, I'm talking like I'm an NBA athlete, but like athletes, you have a certain window, right? You're at your athletic prime, and you have to be able to, I gonna say just get over the hump, but at least just sniff it and experience it. You know, experience what it's like to. We don't even know how Zion will perform in the playoffs. Like we have no idea. Is he a playoff riser? Is he a playoff dropper? The closest you've seen was that play-in game against the Lakers. That was a playoff atmosphere in the blender. I mean, balls to the wall. Like that was just a balls to the wall performance, and I still get kind of like a little bit of goosebumps thinking about that game in particular because it's like. What could have been? What could have been? History could have been wrote so differently that night if Zion didn't pull his hamstring. Could have been written so different because he was walking down Bron and him. He was walking him down. I promise you, he was walking him down. Pelicans going to win that game. My apologies. The camera glitched out for a little bit. I don't know. We got everything sorted out. You're currently looking at a situation where you're starting the 2025 and 2026 season without Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, and DeJounte Murray. Now, granted, whatever pick you get in this upcoming draft should be, we just keep our fingers crossed. God willingly is a top 3 pick. You know, knowing how this lottery system might work, who knows? But God willingly is a top 3 pick, so you can account for having some type of good rookie coming in. But you're still 3 key guys are not going to be available. Just call it what it is. 2 torn labrums and a torn Achilles. Those are not injuries that just whoop. All right, I feel great, man. My leap. That does not happen. This does not happen. But really, the main component where I'm really saying like how important this season is because we see how Zion looks now and what he's done this season, you know, the last stretch of the season in January, but we truthfully don't know what to expect from this man over the offseason. We don't know, okay? You cannot give Zion the benefit of the doubt. His benefit of the doubt has been gone a long time ago. We expect him to do what he's supposed to do, but we've always been in that position where you're expecting him to do what he's supposed to do, and he does the complete opposite. I ain't gonna say 180, no, 360. He does a whole 360 on you, like, what the hell just happened? You know, he comes out this season talking about he's out for vengeance, and then you know what happened with the not getting his treatment and skipping practice and missing flights and all that. Finally getting his act together. You know, it doesn't have to do with him growing up, you know, being in the spotlight. So Pelicans player development coach Corey Brewer spoke about that on, I can't tell you what the podcast was. I just saw the clip posted. So this is what Corey Brewer had to say about, you know, Zion's maturation over the years.
I mean, he's a special talent, man. So talk about where he's at and what you guys are thinking about that. Yes, super talented. Talk about him a little bit.
The kid's amazing, man. I think if you've been watching the Pelicans lately, you're
balling right now.
Yes,
he's balling, and I think for him, he was a kid. He had to grow up.
For sure.
Like he's growing up, he's figuring out what it takes to be a pro.
Yes,
and that's everybody. I feel like they wanted him to be something so quick. It was a little tough on the kid, a lot of pressure. Number one pick, it's a lot of pressure on him. But now I think he's learned. He's been in the league long enough. Now he knows this is what I have to do. I'm taking care of my body. I'm doing the right things, and he wants to be great, so he's gonna be great.
I'm like, I get it. Granted, you're still a professional athlete. You still need to show up and show out. Like that's regardless, especially about being in shape. Like that's a qualification of being an athlete. Like you have to take care of your body. But I feel what Corey Brewer's saying, man. He's always been in the spotlight. You give a kid, like, think about it. Me and Zion are the same age. If they would have gave me over $100 million at what 2019, brother, I don't know if I'd be here right now to tell y'all this tale. I think I might be dead somewhere in the ditch in Las Vegas somewhere with hookers, everything bad under the sun. I'm doing that. Yes. You give me $100 million at 19, 20 years old, Lord knows I probably wouldn't be here right now to tell y'all the tale. So I have to be objective in this too. Like I can't sit there and be like, oh no, you got to be mature. Because I'm still growing. Like we're still learning. So I feel it. I feel both sides of the coin. I feel the people like, nah, man, regardless, you're getting all this money, blah, blah, blah. And I also feel the other side like, no, you do got to grow up. Like, especially a person that's been in the spotlight, that always had the cameras on, always had the eyes on them, has all these expectations, save your family, bring your family out or whatever. Those are on his shoulders. So he had to shoulder that burden, been through a lot of trials and tribulations. He's been through his trials. So can we see a new leaf be turned? We can't say. And you damn sure can't vouch for him. So it's all about what Zion. I mean, you gotta put your money where your mouth is. Simple as that. But the reason why this season is so important is because the Pelicans have to make the playoffs. It's playoff or bust. It was playoff or bust this season, so we're gonna reiterate it next season. It's playoff or bust. Simple as that. Going to year 7 of Zion, who's never played in the playoffs yet. Like I said, your closest you get was the play-in game. And then you're going to year 5 of Trey. It's just so many guys that at a certain point, when are they done? Meaning, like, when are they done with this team and want to leave? Because it's the NBA. It's not the NFL where they can sit there, franchise tag you, hold your hostage, basically. NFL team kind of holds your hostage. NFL's a little weird how they, whatever. But the NBA is a players' league. If a guy said they want to go, they go. And you've seen countless examples. Countless. I don't even have to sit there and blow smoke up y'all. You know what? Y'all already know the deal. Guys said they want to go, they're gone. Rich Paul, gone. Brandon Ingram, gone. Like, you want to go? You're going in the NBA. Can't say the same about the NFL. So at a certain point, when do they want to find greener pastures? So that's why I feel like this season upcoming is the most important. You have to forget the plan, because I'm really going to say the same expectations I had going to this season for next season. No playing game. You need to be a top 6 seed. Done with the plan. The NBA literally built the plan for the Pelicans. If y'all remember that way back then in the bubble, just so they can try and sneak Zion into the playoffs. And we saw how they burned out in the bubble. Zion came back out. It's a whole bunch of y'all know the stories. Y'all know the rigmarole. I'm not finna sit here and give y'all a history lesson of the damn David Griffin era. But I do know this for sure. We was talking about the David Griffin era. They have to find some type of way to make the playoffs next year. Or, because I feel like you're going to be stuck with Griff again. But hopefully we can get a new head coach. Get Willie out of here. Salute to Willie. It's time for you to go, buddy. Go be the third coach on somebody's bench. Like, you need to go do that. You're not, I don't want to bring down a brother, but it's y'all know it about Willie. Willie's not really an X's and O's type of coach. He's more of like a motivated defensive type of coach, I guess. Really ain't really motivating. And really the defense has been lackluster since Herb Jones has been out of the lineup. So it's like, we can probably get a guy that actually runs plays and puts guys in positions to eat, not when Brandon Ingram's struggling in the playoffs and he's got to figure it out. No, man, you're the coach. Find a way to get this guy off me. Like, what do you mean figure it out? Their coaches sit there finding ways for them to eat on us. He finding ways to get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on mismatches. You need to find a way to do that. So, got to get a new head coach, whatever this top 3 pick. I keep saying top 3. I'm just keep speaking in existence. Yes, top 3 pick. Whether it's top 3 pick you get, And you have to find a way to just weather the storm until the cavalry comes back. And that's pretty much 2026. Like, you have to find a way to weather the first 4 or 5 months of the season until reinforcements are on the way. And that all is going to fall on Zion's shoulders again. It's going to have to fall on Zion's shoulders. If this is truly your team and this is truly your moment to take over as a superstar and to solidify yourself, the start of next year is it. Because you're going to be down guys. So it's going to be you, Hucky Bo, Johnny Joe, and Johnny Lewis. Like a bunch of, grab and go guys. You and Carlo versus the world. Maybe CJ's still here in that pick. But other than that, brother, you looking at me, like I said, Hucky Joe and Johnny Joe off the bench. Like, I don't know what to tell you, Zion, but you got to figure it out. I sound like Willie. You got to figure it out, brother. You're going to have to figure it out. You got to weather this storm because this playoff a bust. And honestly, I can see if the Pelicans don't find a way to elevate next year, I can see Zion asking out. Why wouldn't he? I can see it. It wouldn't be over the bridge. I know a lot of people probably don't want to hear that, but it wouldn't be over the bridge for Zion to ask out. I don't see why it would be over the bridge. You see all the time. James Harden literally asked out of Houston. He asked out of Houston. The Rockets. Like, so I just feel like so much is weighted on next season, and it's going to be crucial to how the rest of this plays out, the rest of this David Griffin era, which really needs to end, but how the rest of this plays out. So y'all let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? How do you think it's going to play out? How do you guys think that, this team can manage to survive without Trey, Herb, and DeJounte for the near future? And it's really going to be on Zion, there's rookie, and Carlo. Maybe CJ still here. It's going to be on their shoulders to try and figure something out. So, maybe Griff actually makes a splash with free agency. I don't know. I can't tell you what Griff does because Griff, all we know is Griff's going to sit on his thumb and sit on his thumb and suck it after. Like, that's the best we get from Griff. Let's call a spade a spade. So, y'all let me know down in the comments. Do you guys feel like this upcoming season is the most important? I do. I just think it's going to make or break a lot of things. So, y'all let me know, man. I've been your boy, Jordan Kitchens, man. Enjoy y'all Fridays, man. I'm signing out. Peace.